Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. Happy Wednesday. Are we alright? We're in Austria today, although we're, as you can tell from the board behind me, it's the reverse weekend. I thought the actual weekend came first, but it's scheduled the reverse race first. It's still got the rain in the race, but that's fine. Put some of the older bits in. So plan for today's going to be a weird one. Plan for today is to record this reverse Austrian Grand Prix weekend. Then I need to go offline. And then, depending on how long things take at the appointment this afternoon, would be coming back to stream some prep for the new FC save. But obviously, I'll keep you up to date with that on socials. According to SRC, Daniel, the setup difference for Austria reverse isn't that much different at all from Austria forwards. So I might just use my Austria forwards setup, to be honest. Thank you to Platinum for the follow whilst we were offline overnight. It's very kind of you. Let's go, shall we? Because we've not got time to spare today. Welcome back to the F125 My Team here with the Chesno Plays channel. You'll notice that something's going backwards on the board behind me. That's because we're going backwards today. It's the reverse Austrian Grand Prix, our first backwards track of the cycle. I thought it was actually going to be the regular Grand Prix before the reverse, but it's turned out to be the other way around. It's the reverse Grand Prix before the normal Grand Prix. So we'll be driving as Victor Martin again today. He's on a 4-race point scoring streak. We were on a 5-race point scoring streak with Nico Hülkenberg until Miami happened. So we're trying to replicate that here today with our other driver. Austria reverse should be, hopefully, a track that we're pretty strong at. Austria forwards is a track we know we're strong at, but Austria reverse should be a track we're strong at as well. But obviously it's a completely unknown entity, so hopefully I can do it well enough and we'll be okay. Last year, I think in the dry, the AI were a little bit poor at Austria. We just happened to then have a fully wet race. So the next Grand Prix might go very, very well indeed. This one could go very, very well indeed, but I'll go backwards, so I don't know. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save, though. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. There might be a day's break before the next episode because I'm away at an event on Thursday, which is the day you're seeing this, so I haven't been able to record for tomorrow, Friday. But I'm back on Friday, and we'll record for Saturday. So we'll see what happens as we progress through. Regardless, I'm going to jump to practice. You guys are, like I say, going to drop the video a like. You're going to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You're going to come and join me on stream, and I'll see you post-practice, where we find out whether we're actually any good at this track or not. Afternoon from Corfu. How's the weather? Benny? Stonking, I imagine. Hope you and the fam are having a good holiday, mate.
Welcome along to the Red Bull Ring. Breathe in that fresh alpine air. The hills are alive with the sound of F1. It's practice time here in Austria.
But we're going backwards. So I'm just going to load my Austria setup. Oh, see, it says Austria wet, but actually, I think it was dry. Let me just double check SRC quickly. Billy, 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 bum, bum. Billy, 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 bum, bum. Yeah, a couple of tweaks maybe to the suspension, but not much. I'll rename that as well. It's just Austria. There we go. Right, we've got the regular setup for this one, or regular balanced tyre set. So happy birthday, Benny. Pharmacy walk past every morning says 38. Nope. Get me on the plane home. Too hot. Far, far, far too hot. Fuck that. This is going to be weird. It's already weird. According to the Delta, I'm really, 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 really slow. So that's good. Ah, it's because it's ERS management, isn't it? Hang on. It's going to be in none, that's why. I done goofed, that's why. And my brain was telling me it was tyre management. Which obviously it's not. Yeah, all good, thank you, Benny, mate. Yeah, looking forward to it, Lewis. Hopefully be a well-received save. Right, let me put that in medium. And now, shouldn't be quite so slow in a straight line. And on the Delta. Although I get a feeling I'm now going to get held up by Gasly and co. Retry practice program. I'm just going to sit. I'm going to create a gap. F1 movie was decent. It was as a hardcore fan of the sport, it was a little bit too Hollywood for me personally. But it was enjoyable nonetheless, and it was really, really great to see Formula One in that setting, so to speak. If I wasn't such a big fan of the sport, I think I'd have really, really, really enjoyed it. because I'm such a big fan of the sport, obviously all of the artistic license they took didn't quite sit with me. So I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. Oh, okay, you've got to say that a lot different. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. If I didn't know much about the sport, I'd give it maybe a 9. But being such a big fan of the sport, some of it fell off. Like Drive to Survive, I'm able to look past all of the tomfoolery, so to speak. But I think the people that complain about Drive to Survive so much, I found myself feeling like them in this movie. I think. Probably how I describe it. Oh Christ, that spits, isn't it? Yeah, hardcore fans will spot the Hollywood, but it's still a good watch. Pretty spot on, really. For those that haven't seen it, I would say go and see it in the cinema if you can. My local cinema stopped showing it, but tomorrow is the last day you can see it in the cinema, I think. Certainly it is in my local anyway, so do go and see it at the cinema if you have the opportunity to. It's the sort of thing that will be best experienced in that environment. Take it. It'll do. A new career mode will be out middle of next week, Harlow, probably. End of next week, perhaps. Depends how long it takes to get all of the setup done. And what do the tyres do here? 29, 44, 54, yikes. It's definitely medium, soft race, isn't it? Although with the weather involved, maybe less so. Its success has slightly secured Apple getting the rights for F1 in the US, though. Who currently has the rights for F1 in the US? I'm not sure who shows it in the stateside. Oh yeah, no, obviously it was very simplistic as to how the sport works and very Hollywood in a lot of the on-track stuff, but still enjoyable. I was considering how Drive to Survive doesn't really bother me that much with the wrong radio call in the wrong place or the wrong footage at the wrong track, etc. Considering how little that bothered me, or the fact that it doesn't bother me at all really with Drive to Survive because the rest of it is so well done and so detailed about the sport, I was surprised at how much the Hollywood aspect of the movie actually irked me. I didn't think it would bother me that much, but it actually did. No, I think it's because in Drive to Survive, everything that's off is just like a brief radio call here or a tracking B-roll shot there, whereas in the movie there are like storyline moments that are just completely out of the realms of what would happen in real life, and like significantly prolonged race scenarios that are just something that wouldn't happen IRL, and that just took me out of it. Really finding it hard to figure out how to take that one. I'll still refer to the corner names by their forwards numbers, just for my own sanity. Have you seen it, ads? Yeah, all good, thank you, Chris. How are you, my man? You've not seen it yet. I'd definitely say if you get the chance, do. I think every F1 fan should watch it, because even just to have F1 like glorified in that sense is surreal. It was really weird to see Formula One on the big screen. In a good way. In like a, wow, I'm really proud that the sport is actually getting this sort of limelight now. Like a proud parent, you know? Like, hey, that's my sport. I imagine it'll come out on Apple TV, won't it? Because it's an Apple produced movie. Don't imagine it'll be available anywhere else other than Apple TV. I wouldn't have thought anyway. Thank you, Kimmy. Hey, get out of the way! This is just, I'm just gonna have to sack this lap off. Just.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Oh, tyre wear is absurdly high. Okay, that's not great. No, if it's a dock, Bromo, like Drive to Survive is more of a dock, then I don't imagine it will be too Hollywood. That is some high tyre wear right there. Yikes. No, I'm literally using the same setup as. Oh, you just watched the Spanish Grand Prix video, did you, Chris? Canada goes live in an hour and a half or so. Canada goes live at midday. What have they called it? What's the name? Terrible. No worries, that's. Oh, I didn't want to fuck. Don't want to flush it back there. Let's do it here.
Okay. We haven't hit our program targets. Come in and
Built
take a look
in
at the data,
Birmingham,
and if we
Brady
have
and the
time,
Blues.
we'll rerun
Yeah,
the program.
it's not a riveting title, is it? 1 minute 3 flat. We might have to up the difficulty for Austria. We were probably in a position for that last year, if it weren't for the rain. We'll wait and see what happens in the in qualifying, but we might have to up the difficulty.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next.
Dee 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 dee. I actually haven't tweeted the stream out yet, so we should probably do that, shouldn't we? Yeah. Yeah, probs. Lol. Practice seemingly went very well. We were particularly quick, but our tyre wear was particularly high. So, gauging by what happens in qualifying, we might need to up the difficulty here at Austria. We potentially were in a similar position last year at Austria in the forwards direction, but because of the rain in the race, it kind of nullified it, and we didn't need to change anything. Although I think we were probably going to qualify in the top 5 last year at Austria, when obviously we'd been finishing outside the points the majority of the time. It's heavily outside the points the majority of the time, and then Austria we would have finished on the podium, if not maybe won it, if it hadn't been for the rain. So I'm intrigued to see what happens in qualifying, and we shall take it from there. I do need to put some fresh parts in though, so bear with me whilst we do that, and join me in a qualifying session that I think might go, or at least has the potential to go, very well indeed.
High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying.
No, you literally
on what
heard
will
me
be the fastest
type the
laps
tweet,
of the season.
heard me
Stand by
send the
for
tweet, and then saw it come through
qualifying
your
at
phone.
the
Like, oh,
Austrian
cheers,
Grand
tweet. What's he said? I wonder. I wonder. Bee, 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 bee. Bee, 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 bee. Right, so we did a... Let me take the fuel up. We did a 103 flat in practice. We're going to need to up the difficulty, I think. Albeit only slightly, but we're going to need to up the difficulty. For the race, though, I think we might still be a little bit slow in a straight line, is my only concern.
All clear the garage, please. Cars ready to leave.
So I'm a bit concerned that if I up it, because I feel like we're too quick in quali, and then we're absolutely nowhere in the race, I've ruined it. Oh man, pit exits, chaos.
We've been pushed down to P22.
We need to start turning for turn 3 earlier. That's half my issue. Turning too late. Come on in. Good.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
Try again.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
Yep, that's fine. We're putting in a quick lap mark. We did a 1:03 flat in practice. That's a 1:35, so we know we've got more time in the bag. But a 1:35 is 10th. We know we're faster than that. So I would still hope to get through to Q3. They've gone a 1:26. Okay. Difficulty might still be okay. We might be slightly faster here than we are at most other circuits, but difficulty might still be alright. Both Saubers, both V-Cubs, both Alpines out in the first part of qualifying. Senna nearly completely bottled it entirely, didn't he? Through we go to the next session. Yeah, all good, thank you, Jack. How are you, mate?
Okay, I know you're eager to get out there, but I'm going to need you to be patient for a few minutes. We're just trying to zero in on an oil leak.
Wow, Hakkinen and Verstappen with the exact same time.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Morning, Darren. Hopefully middle of next week, Nathan.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
Definitely felt like a faster lap. Whether it was a faster lap or not, time will tell. Yes, a 1 minute 3.1 is good enough this time for third. The two at the top, I believe, put in the exact same time as well. Hakkinen and Verstappen both with a 1 minute 2.627. We put in a 1 minute 3.098 and are third in listings. Although, again, as ever, you expect everybody to take a step up in Q3. Both Williams and both Aston Martins out, as well as both Haas's too, but Williams and Aston Martin, Williams specifically, being out in Q2 is great news for us. Nico is through. Charles Leclerc has a 5-place grid penalty, though, which is not ideal, because that means that the Williamses and Aston Martins will start slightly higher up. But hopefully, we can qualify in the top 5 here. I'm hoping, anyway. We'll give it a good old crack. I don't have a Switch 2, Chris. No, just a Switch 1. Just the original Switch. I don't play it enough to warrant getting a Switch 2. Yeah, it was like 12 million or something, wasn't it? Longstaff? Was it 12 mil? Yeah, 12. Fee in excess of £12 million. Whoa! Alright. They found half a second. Good. I'm not going to be matching that then.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out
12
there.
mil with 3 mil and add-ons, Fairs. One minute one? A 1 minute one? Yep, we're on the right difficulty still. Bloody Nora. A 1 minute one? You sure, Yuki? And we're off. What a dickhead. And we're not off. way too deep. Nico has chosen again not to go for another lap. And the Red Bull that's in the box has done another lap and was on pole. It was Yuki Tsunoda with a 101.8. Max does a 101.7. I was in the 1 minute 3s. That is a rather comfortable or uncomfortable P9 lap time. Not the fastest lap I've done all weekend. Weirdly, the lap I did in practice was the fastest lap I did all weekend. A full second off Charles Leclerc in 8th, but 3 tenths faster than my teammate. We know we can go 4 tenths faster than that, but that's still 6 tenths off P8. Wow. Maybe I need to turn the difficulty down, not up. Yikes. Hopefully in race trim we can be competitive, but with high tyre wear and rain inbound, we might actually be on a struggle bus here. Previously, I thought actually we might be a bit too good. It might just be because it's effectively a brand new circuit and I'm nowhere near as good as Austria forwards with Austria backwards. But with rain inbound, it's probably going to be a medium rain or a medium soft rain or a soft medium to the rain. Wait and see what everyone else is doing, but certainly we've got the right amount of tyre sets available to be able to factor in the rain and then put a soft on at the end post-rain. But we'll see if there are any grid penalties. Similar, Dan, yes. Very similar.
This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. Not long to go. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race.
Hopefully there are some penalties in there and we get the opportunity to start a little bit higher, although Max and George on the front row. I think actually,
just ahead of George Russell,
does that mean Yuki's got a penalty? Yuki did a 1 minute 1.8 as well. I thought it was a low 1 minute 1.8. It wasn't. It was a high 1 minute 1.8. Hakkinen, Antonelli, Senna and Piastri. Yeah, we start 8th. Couple of penalties, or a penalty, should we say. We qualified 9th, didn't we? So the Williamses are 11th and 12th. Leclerc, of course, forgot about Leclerc's 5 place penalty from second qualifying. So that'll be the only penalty then, or at least the only penalty that means anything to us. And it is, in fact, the only penalty. They're very, very slow at the back. Those Saubers are absolutely dirt poor. I believe the term is shitbox. 9.5 laps worth of extra fuel, apparently. My personalised reckons it's actually quite significantly slower. See, it's starting me. It wants to start me on a 3-stop soft, but actually the 2-stop is quicker. But you'll see where the rain is supposedly coming. Depending on what everyone else is doing, which is mediums. I would be tempted to start on the hard tyre. I would be sorely tempted to hard medium, and that would leave us, depending on when the rain does or doesn't end, that would leave us both a medium set and a soft set for the end of the race. I would be, well, in fact, I think I am going to go hard, medium, medium, and do it the other way around. Let me extend that stint a bit. 25, 23, 23. We'll do that, and then the hard to the medium should take us to the rain. And hopefully we'll have the DRS to be able to remain competitive with those in front of us, and we won't need to worry about it too much. The fact it's given me so much fuel is a bit silly, really. Supposedly, the fuel upgrades are broken. The fuel efficiency upgrades, in that the more fuel efficiency upgrades you put on, the more inefficient your car becomes, weirdly. So, unfortunately, we've done some of the fuel stuff already, the majority of, so we are going to have to run very heavy for every Grand Prix. Hopefully that gets fixed in due course. I don't know as I've seen it actually reported anywhere, but I haven't checked the forums. Certainly I don't feel like it's been put in the Discord, so perhaps I shall report it. We'll wait and see. But for now, the one thing we're concentrating on is this Austrian Grand Prix. And the Austrian Grand Prix will see us starting from 8th on a hard tyre. Chat. Time for you to vote. Start a prediction. Same as yesterday. 7th or higher, 8th or lower. FC26 trailer's 5 PM, isn't it, Jack? We should be back for that. We should be back in time for that. Have your votes. You've got 4 minutes left. We'll see which way you guys predict we will be potentially finishing today. Ahmed, Drugovic and Darktron, welcome to the gang, boys. Thank you for the follows. We had an iRacing stream on Monday, Kerm, so you just missed it, unfortunately. A couple of days ago. Obviously, if you can go back and watch it, it's there as a past broadcast. But we have done some iRacing this week. Spoiler alert, it didn't go that well. Oh, well, welcome to the stream, Darktron. Appreciate you coming across from the YouTube channel. Morning, Luke. All good, thank you, pal. How are you, my man? It's the little things, isn't it, Ads? It's the little things. Bow, 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 bow. 2 minutes left on the prediction. Create a series, guys. About the fuel. Tyre temps are also broken if you run surface and carcass. Supposedly. Tyre wear upgrades basically make you overheat the rear tyres uncontrollably with no way to cool them down, even on max tyre pressures. And fuel efficiency makes you lose more fuel than you put in. I haven't seen it officially reported anywhere. So the more fuel efficiency things you put on, the more inefficient you become fuel-wise. And the tyre wear ones mean that if you run carcass temperatures, that your tyres overheat at the rear. But because we run surface temperatures only, it's not something we've encountered. It's mainly the rears with the tyres supposedly. Tom said he did a Tom did a race at Mexico in the rain, and the AI didn't stop, and he had to do 3 pit stops because of his rear tyres were orange in temperature for the entire race. No, same ads. Wee, 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 wee. You're struggling with tyre wear as well, are you? It's not a wet weather only thing, I don't believe, ads. But it's exaggerated in the rain for sure. Right, you guys have now voted. Let's see which way you did. Chris has gone highest on P7 or higher. More of you say P8 or lower. And Socrates? No, Dan Ham says DNF. Well, let's find out, shall we? Holding the wrong Xbox controller. There we go. That works.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
What? I know we're running the... Wow! I know we're running the approximate weather, but it said the rain wasn't coming till after the halfway point of the race. We've not even begun, and now apparently the rain is only 10 minutes away. Well, there goes the hard medium to the rain plan. That's... What? Right. If I could have known that before the race was about to begin, I'd have run an entirely different strategy. That's not great. Okay. Fine. Hopefully it's one of those where they say, oh, it's coming in 10 minutes. And then it turns into, oh, actually it's 10 to 15. Oh, now, no, it's 15 minutes away, and it still may well be a while. But we are set to box on lap 25 of 72. Or 71. And supposedly, the rain will be here before then. We weren't expecting it until at least lap 40 or so. Well, this is going to be completely different to what we thought then. The weather in the Styrian Hills, Styrian Mountains, has completely thrown us.
Okay, incredible
Starting
parking there,
P8,
nice one.
but
That's
this
gonna give
is
you the edge if you can get a good launch
more
up the
than
way
ever
starts.
before, a journey into the
Okay, so
complete
that's the rest of the
unknown.
grid forming up now.
Backwards.
Be patient and watch for those lights.
Here we go. We have quite literally never done this before. Big start from those on the mediums behind us. Stroll is already through. I didn't know where to stop. All right, I'm 12th. Had to get out the power there as the two Williams were side by side. Yeah. I'm not, rather than restart, I will just resume here. This is going to be probably in the opening few laps or in battles, etc. a bit more flashbacky than usual, because, as we say, not done this before. So where people are braking and how they're taking corners, etc. I'm literally learning on the fly right now. With a car heavy laden on fuel on hard tyres. I couldn't have made it more difficult for myself, really, could I? Unless it was already raining. I think they're going to be quite strong in a straight line. Stop! See what I mean? Don't really know what I'm doing in moments like that at the minute. Thought I could brake a bit earlier than that, or a bit later than that. Evidently not. They are still very, very concertinaed up there. Gone up the inside of Albon, but I think he's got the edge on me. I'm going to have the inside line into... I'll call them by their normal forwards corners. So we're going into turn 1 right now. And Leclerc's just going to drive all the way around the outside of me, is he? He is, you know. All right, Charlie, give me some slipstream then, please. We're on the hard tyre, obviously. So we've got to factor that in. Hopefully, as time goes by, our tyres will become more competitive. But my tyre wear supposedly was about 30% higher than expected, which obviously is particularly not ideal. We thought maybe we might have to up the difficulty, and I think in Austria forwards that might still be the case, but here for Austria backwards, actually, I might not be as competitive as we hoped, or in some instances perhaps feared. They're so quick down that straight. So quick down that straight. And then so early on the brakes into that turn. The straight line speed is monstrous from them. Absolutely absurd. But again, I'm having to factor in that I don't know where my traction points are and what I'm doing with corner entry, apex and exit speed. So we are literally learning basically an entirely new circuit, even though we're familiar with it. It is just like learning a whole new track from scratch. So please do forgive the standard of driving in the short term. Hopefully by the end of the race, we're significantly more proficient at it. Tercio's killer there. Hulkenberg and Lawson going side by side here around turn 3. Still very much within DRS range of those in front. It is stretching out ahead of us, though, or ahead of this group ahead of us. And it's stretching out behind as well. Gasly's lost touch with Colapinto. They're going to be too wide twice into turn 10. Dirty air. Dirty air's a killer. This could be quite the entertaining Grand Prix, couldn't it? They are fighting tooth and nail. Austria normally is good for battles and for overtaking. And it's proving to be that that is the case in reverse as well. I will ask about that weather now too. What's happening?
Okay, expect
Yeah,
to see some
10 to
rain
15 minutes. So
about 10 to
it is
15
still a
minutes
little
from
way
now.
away.
Okay, dry seem like the best
Slightly
tyre for now.
over dramatic in the formation lap message, really. Still running 13th then. Colapinto right on my back bottom. Gasly's joined us as well now. But we're still very much in touching distance with these guys in front. Hulkenberg's actually losing positions here. He's the cork in the bottle right now. They are so fast in a straight line, it's not even funny.
Radar suggests some weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes.
Oh, mate, your mind up! Literally last lap you said 10 to 15, now you're telling me 5 minutes. What is life? Well, at least it means we've got 2 sets of medium tyres to be able to run later in the Grand Prix when others probably are going to have to put hards on. So that maybe will work in our favour. Maybe. Being the
no need to worry about the
main
tyre
word.
condition for now. Everything's
They're
looking
so
good.
fast in a straight line. It's DRS and ERS. And Colapinto is just all over me. I think it's more traction than top speed. They're able to get to their top speed much faster than I'm able to get to my top speed. And as a result, it looks like they're monstrously quick in a straight line. They get there quicker. Their acceleration is so much better because of the traction. As long as we're within DRS range of this group in front, we're okay, and points are still a possibility for us. Till the rain hits, obviously, and then I probably lose all hope of doing anything. Proper DRS train this though, isn't it? There's made the move on Albon through turn 3. We'll have the inside line through turn 1. Going to be probably quite slow here. No, look, Albon's let him go before the apex of the turn. Just accepted his fate there. The Ferrari's through. We've got Gasly and Colapinto fighting behind. Then there's a big gap back to those further back than that. But we don't want to be worrying about what's behind us. We are concerned with scoring points and scoring points only today. Albon is on the soft tyre as well, which is going to mean that his tyres are probably wearing quite nastily by now. Already only 7 laps in, but on heavy fuel. Which is why he's starting to lose pace. So if we're to be able to stick with Lawson, Hulkenberg and Leclerc, I'm probably going to have to see Albon off myself quite quickly. Otherwise we will get dropped by the trio in front of the second Williams. This is utter chaos so far. Not quite as chaotic as some, but definitely not as boring as others. He's going to go defensive here, is Albon, into 3. Oh no, it's 1. Sorry, I completely lost track of where I was on the track. Got the move done though. Lots of oversteer on exit, but got the move done.
Good job.
Hulkenberg, I believe, is probably falling back in the manner in which he is because he's on the hard tyre. But it shouldn't be too long before our hard tyres become the more favourable compound to be on. And hopefully we can start to crawl ourselves back into contention again. Just got to stick with Nico. Charles Leclerc and Liam Lawson are the points in front of us. And there is still an Aston Martin in that front group as well. Lance Stroll is currently P8. So there is the potential to get some good points today if we can pick people off when we need to pick them off. Go away, Alex Albon. Said go away, Alex Albon. Thank you.
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain coming pretty soon. Be careful. Dryers definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Nico's lost DRS on those in front. Obviously going to get out of the slipstream here because of Albon's attack. Try and keep Alex behind. More concerned at the minute, actually, with Albon behind me, keep attacking me, than I am trying to overtake Nico. Hopefully, though, we will be able to get Nico at some point soon and get after the Ferrari and the Williams. But more importantly, the Williams. I think the Ferrari is neither here nor there. Charles Leclerc is going to have the pace to get away from us, isn't he? But if Nico doesn't have DRS in front, then he will be vulnerable. Nico, Victor is faster than you. Can you confirm you've understood the message? Now we go for it into turn one. Behind through the detection point as well, so we'll get DRS down the main straight. Thank you, Nico, bye. I'll try and drag him with me, if possible. I mean, let's be honest. Now I'm going to be the sitting duck with no DRS, aren't I, really? But if we can extend a decent enough gap, we might be able to be okay. And actually, it seems like we have been able to extend a decent enough gap thus far. Well, I'm not great around 6 and 7 here. Although we are good enough, evidently, to extend the gap behind to over a second. But unfortunately, that just means Nico's now vulnerable to the Williams behind him as well, and he might end up losing another position. I'm going to try and not use too much battery here, because I'm going to need it to defend later. Oh, they're losing time hand over fist now. I think I just saw a raindrop as well.
0.7 seconds.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to rain. It's going to get slippy soon. How quickly the rain comes, how hard the rain comes, will determine what we do next with tyres, but we believe it's going to rain hard enough to warrant switching to intermediates. It did say 72%
Okay,
previously.
Keep deteriorating for 10 minutes at least.
Yeah. It might not rain hard enough to warrant going to inters, and if it doesn't, then it's still going to get very slippery, but it might just move to intermediate weather tyre conditions. Hulkenberg and Albon have lost all the time in the world behind us. Clearly, fighting around here is not the done thing. You want to have a good race? Don't fight with people. just run in clear air as long as you can. Steady. Good.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.7 seconds. Lawson ahead. Time last lap, 1 minute, 08.6. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
So busy looking at the deltas, not concentrating on where I'm braking. Yeah, I agree. Nico's AI is slower than I thought it would be. Turns out we might be better off racing as Nico and letting Victor do his thing. I'll ask about Albon behind, who I think is probably
behind.
3-stopping if
Okay,
he's on the
they're on old
softs.
softs. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. And the time last lap, 1:11.0. Gap to your teammate behind, 7. That looked bad. Are you all right? Let me know you're okay.
I'm fine. I don't think Yuku gets sacked in real life, no. It's clearly not the driver, it's the car that's the problem. Okay, it's quite greasy now. Back off. 3-second penalty for Ocon. Wow, it's really greasy.
Tyre condition still looking good. At least another 10 minutes until this rain evens out. Stay alert out there. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
I don't think we're going to go to intermediate tyres, you know. I think we might be on the dries the whole time.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Yeah, I don't think we're close to intermediate conditions yet. It is greasy. We are making mistakes because of the track surface, but it's still very much manageable on a slick tyre. Lawson's just lost loads of time through there. It'll be when they turn DRS off, that'll be the indicator here, I think, because judging by just the look of the track, actually, I tell you what, it might not be long. It really might not be long. We're starting to see the rain bounce off the surface in front of us. I didn't quite get that right because I'm too busy worried about this braking zone. I'll set intermediates as our next tyre. but it might not be long now before we're on the inters. It is starting to get really slippery out here. But I wonder whether he would lose less time just trying to make it through the rain than stopping and going onto the intermediate tyre. We might be better off just making this last. Summer in the box behind. I think that might have just been Albon on his soft tyres, though. It was. I don't think Albon is switching to the inters here. I think he's putting another set of dry tyres on. You can clearly see how it is manageable on a slick tyre. We're not exactly tiptoeing around right now, are we? We're not sprinting, but we're definitely still jogging. There's no tiptoeing happening.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Lots of wheel spin there as I tried to put the power down with the ERS, though. Oh god, they're so slow in there. They brake so much harder again as you get to the apex. Yeah, I'm really having to manage my throttle inputs now to put the power down. Is that a Red Bull in the box? Is that a Red Bull in the box? It is. Max Verstappen has gone to the intermediate tyre. He's made the call.
Right, we're no longer sure that
And Lawson's doing the same, is he, or has he gone defensive? Lawson's gone defensive. DRS is still active. I'd be happy to keep managing for now. I don't think boxing is the right thing to do at the moment.
2.1 seconds.
But that could change in a matter of corners, let alone laps. Tell me about the weather.
Okay, not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
How long is the rain going to last, though? That's what I'm desperate to know. Are we going to have to put up with this for another 20 laps? Or is it nearly finished? I don't want to know about tyres right now. Yellow flag. It's a Red Bull. Is it Max? I think it might be Tsunoda. I think Tsunoda's having an issue here. This is Max on his inters. Oh yeah, his engine's blown. There you go. Tsunoda's engine has gone pop. That's actually... That's a back marker. That's a back marker Sauber. Suyuki's out. This is going to earn us a position. Has the Sauber gone to inters as well then? He has. Zane Maloney's gone to inters, which is why he's now getting lapped. There's only 2 drivers on inters so far. Albon did box because softs. Behrman has boxed off his mediums, intriguingly. Oh, for front wing damage on lap 2. Fair enough. Oh, it's right on the crossover. This is like Canada last time. Is it wets? Is it inters? Now is it slicks? Is it wets or intermediates? Yuki has now officially retired.
Okay,
VSC because of...
Terminal, they're retiring the car. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed.
This could be...
Slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
This could be a very...
Now, you might want to review your strategy.
I was just going to say, this is...
Copy.
This is potentially a very cheap stop under the VSC to go to inters.
Confirmed. We'll receive
So
you at
we're
the
going to
end
do
of
it.
this lap.
We're going to do it. We're going to take the cheap stop. Switch to inters. And then we go again later in the race. Back to dries.
Stop now. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
VSC's now over. We didn't quite get that timed well enough, but...
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Yeah, it's going to dry up again, though, so ignore that message. The pit exit's actually quite awkward here in Austria reverse. Right, I will now set mediums as our next tyre. Now we're in a position where we need the rain actually to last a little while. But we're past Lawson. We did that just before the pits. I don't think we're going to be on inters that long, you know. The rain is not as heavy in certain areas.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled
They have now disabled DRS, so
is now
that's
disabled.
actually going to help us defend a bit better. I'm going to be less competitive in the wet than I was in the dry, though. Be fully prepared for that. I'm trying to be as fully prepared for that mentally as I can be. We are going to go backwards in the short term.
The rain's getting worse. Be very careful.
It's not that bad. Is it? Doesn't look that bad.
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Okay, gap ahead, 3.2 seconds. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
I hate that. I want to know when the rain's going to stop. Not what tyre is good enough for now. Hey Devin Inky, morning mate. How are we, pal? Afternoon for you, I guess.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, I know these conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining okay. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of
the yellow
choice
flag
for a
in
while
front.
yet.
So McLaren. It's going to be Piastri, not Hakkinen. He's out. Piastri is out. VSC.
Okay, slow down. Your delta
Where is-
car is out, which means you're going to maintain a positive delta dash.
What is it? Lawson's just... What? Got a VSC and Lawson's just gone straight past me.
VSC VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here.
He's just
Slow
retired
down
to the
and
left there.
maintain
He's
a
just
positive
retired to the left,
delta.
so he's not crashed or anything. He's not binned it in the wet. I slowed down there for my delta, and Lawson just pelted it past me. You're not supposed to be able to do that, Liam. So we've gained another position from someone retiring in front. That's 2 retirees in the top handful. There is the potential of a rather decent... I didn't even say that the VSC was ending.
Car is ending.
It's already ended, mate.
Until we get the green flags. VSC ending.
Unbelievable.
Wait for the greens.
There's the chance for some really good points today if we can get up as high as P7, which is now the available spot for the midfield pack. Lawson's just nabbed me at that VSC restart, though. Rather annoying. I'll try and get him back if I can. We've got a decent gap behind us. I want to finish P7 today now, but catching Stroll will be a challenge. We do have 2 sets of new mediums to go to for the end of the race, though, once the rain has subsided.
Weather's changing now. We're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box.
What, you think it's wet? No! No. I'm sorry. The Inter is still fine.
Confirmed.
Keep current. The intermediate is still absolutely fine here. We do not need to box for wet weather tyres, although some of the other drivers are doing so. Now, is this going to be Canada-esque in that we thought maybe it was a bit of a bug, or as it turned out, it just was right on the crossover. Some made the decision to box, some made the decision to stay out.
It might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on.
No, I think it's fine.
Change over already.
I think it's fine. I'm going to stay on the Inters. For the time being, I think it's absolutely fine. But it looks like everybody's in. Everybody's in. Oh, I'm not sure about this, you know. I think the Inters are still okay. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen. That's the first time I've seen it do that for me as well, with like the 2 voiceover lines for the VSC. Like my Ed and Inner Private, thank you for the follows, guys. Welcome to the channel.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Right, my Inters are only 4 or 5% worn on the rear. I'm going to stay on the Inters, because they're going to the wets. I think it's just on the crossover. It might just be past the crossover. It might genuinely be the right call to go to wets right now for the conditions as they are.
Okay, Nico,
but I don't think it's going to rain long enough or heavily enough to warrant swapping to Inters, to swap to wets, to swap back to Inters, to then go to dry. I think staying on the Inters and not having 2 extra pit stops is going to be the better call. I think I'm the only one to make that call. Indeed, I am the only one to make that call. But I think the Inters are still okay for the conditions as they are. It is very wet, as you can see, but I don't know as it's worth losing 2 pit stops worth of time over. It might be, because it is continually getting wetter and wetter. We'll manage we'll keep an eye on the times and see what happens. But we're effectively racing the Aston Martin and Williams that are on the way through the sector point now, coming into turn 1, the original turn 1, forward turn 1. That's who we're racing. So unless they catch us and then gap us as well, it's worth staying on the Inters.
Keep managing your tyres,
because they're going to have to box again as well to come off the wets to go to the Inters again before it dries up. And it's just not going to... Well, I'm going off the pre-race weather forecast. It's not supposed to rain that long.
Okay, I think it might just be about time to come and change these tyres. Okay, so heavy rainfall, here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now.
I think almost any other circuit, I would have switched to wets. But because it's Austria, there's so few corners, and I can use my battery down a lot of straights,
Okay, gap to the
I think we're
car
actually
ahead,
able to manage the pace perfectly fine.
6.0 seconds.
We are losing time to those behind, but they are going to have to box again to go from wets back to inters. Before then, they box to go to dries. I'm really content with where we are right now. Really content. Terrible. I cannot take turn 3 in the wet.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Full wet seem like the best tyre for now.
Another 20 minutes. It said the rain wasn't going to come this early, and it said it wasn't going to last this long. Really strange.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 8.8 seconds. You've lost some time to the car behind. The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
The racing line looks so, like, it's just wrong. In the wet, the racing line here at Austria, backwards, just looks wrong. If you look at, like, we're on it. The run to turn 3 here should just be straight. Or the run out as well, especially. Should just be straight, but it says darts over to the left and then comes to the right again, which is just not the way that you race here. Then here, when you're on the racing line, that's fine, but the racing line here should and does go over to the right-hand side for turn 1. Then you get through here, and it should take you all the way over to the curb, but it doesn't. It stops midway through the track, and then just has a weird dart to the right and then back to the left, none of which is the racing line at all in Austria. Forwards or backwards.
Forecasts suggest the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water. Full wet seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 10.6 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 35.3 seconds.
Thank you, Mr. Behrman.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet.
So they might go wet straight to the dries. But I have a feeling they will probably go wets back to inters and then to dries. Either way, we've either saved one or potentially, most likely I think, 2 stops. So we're significantly further down the road. Those in front are still gapping me. Those behind are still closing. They lost a little bit of time through the process of lapping Ollie Behrman, but they're still closing on me. But they haven't gotten closer than 8 or 9 tenths. We've been able to manage it quite well to Hakkinen and Senna. I don't know whether maybe it's because they were maybe more concerned with each other than closing in on me. I'm not sure. But at not one point have I felt like we definitely were on the wrong tyre for the conditions. Not once. And the rain is now easing. And the track is coming back to us. Bye. Ignore the yellow flag, it's just for a slow moving lapped car.
Okay, clear. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. And gap to the car in front, 10.0 seconds. You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
No, tyre wear felt quite fine. Tyre wear felt quite good in the first stint with the hards on. I don't know why the practice program said it was as bad as it was. The hard tyres at the rear were only going just over 1% a lap. So we could have done a really sizable stint on the hard tyre. Could even potentially have considered trying a one-stop. The wear on the hard was that good. But at the minute, from here, I'm not confident that a set of medium tyres would make it to the end. We need the rain to last until about lap 45 if we're to genuinely stand a chance of getting a medium tyre set to the end without having to stop again. So it is touch and go at the minute. But we're certainly not anywhere near at the minute.
Track's drying, but it's going to take
A dry
while
track.
To clear the
There you go,
standing
literally
water
as I'm
offline.
talking about
Don't
it.
start thinking about slicks just yet.
We're pulling away from Hakkinen and Senna now, though, and we are slightly closing in on Leclerc. Though Kimi Antonelli continues to gap us, I believe.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 43.6 seconds.
Yeah,
They're on a fresh set of
gapping,
wets.
Nico.
They're in 12th. Time last lap, 1 minute 16.1. Okay, gap ahead, 9.4 seconds.
Last time we were told about Nico it was 39 seconds, now it's 43, so we're definitely pulling on those wet drivers further back.
ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there. You're doing well.
Okay, about 10 minutes. Drivers are now boxing,
Nico's
I think.
coming in for his stop now.
I think they're going back from the wets to the dries. Sorry, from the wets to the inters. Potentially, anyway. If they're going wets to wets, I really am done. No, Nico, wets to inters. At the bottom, you can't quite see because I'm in the way. Is that high enough? Not sure. Nico's gone hard into wet inter. They're switching back to the intermediates. So we are, on some, and probably on most, if not all, going to earn 2 pit stops worth of time.
Okay, a few drivers are fitting full wet tyres. We might need to change soon.
Hakkinen's in behind. They're going to the inters. Now, obviously, on the inters, they're going to be significantly faster than me now because they're going to be on fresh inters, and I'm on worn inters, as you can see there. But it's going to be dry soon. Going to have to take a medium set of tyres a long way at the end to try and make it work with just one more stop for ourselves.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 6.9 seconds.
But it is possible, and we are massively gaining on Leclerc. He's had to go through a lot of traffic. A hell of a lot of traffic. And hopefully we won't have to deal with that. I hope. I feel like we might have to deal with that, but hopefully we don't. They should be faster than me at this stage on their new tyres. They've all boxed for inters in front there. They should be faster than me, and as a result, just pull away. And I can just box for dries and not need to worry about them until we're onto the medium tyre. Leclerc is in, I think. Or does he keep going? Leclerc keeps going. Leclerc is staying on his wet tyres, so not everyone's changing back to inters yet. That's intriguing. None of the front four have boxed to go back to inters yet. Senna behind is still on the wets as well, so Stroll. So not everyone's done it, only some. More are doing it now, look, in the box. There are Haas. So weird that the strategy could be so different for so many different drivers. We were the only ones to stay on the inters, so that feels like a bit of a bug, i.e. the inters were just as quick as the wets. You might as well just stay on your inters. But now, half are deciding to stay on the wets and half are deciding to go back to the inters, a la Canada. So this bit isn't a bug. This is just genuinely in different potential strategy conditions. Still closing on Leclerc though. 5.7 now. But if he makes those wets go to dry conditions, then it's only the one stop we'll earn, not two on him.
Increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
Excuse me, Gabby. Thank you, Gabby. Didn't cost me much time there at all. The three in front are fighting, so this could be pretty painful to try and get through. But it includes one of the Williams that we were fighting with for position earlier on in the race. And now, we're about to lap Alex Albon.
Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Ryan, 64 months in a row. Thank you, mate. Chicken Slayer and Connor, thank you for the follows, guys. Pardon me. I could throw the hard tyre back on Corey, but it was... When did we go to these inters? That hard tyre was about 20% worn on the rear, so it's probably not worth... Rephrase, it's definitely not worth putting that back on.
The pace is strong, but be aware, these tyres need to go the distance.
No, they don't, because it's going to stop raining. Shut your fucking face.
It looks like the weather's going to dry up in about 5 minutes' time. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
Right, gentlemen, don't hold me up, because I'm really closing on Leclerc at the minute. This includes my teammate, who does get out of the way initially, and is still doing so. He might have spun there. He nearly did spin trying to get out of the way of me there, Hulkenberg. Drove onto the grass, nearly binned it, and cost himself a position.
Still looking good.
AI is gonna AI. 4.9 to Leclerc currently. He's just made his way past the RB further down the road.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.8 seconds.
Thank you, Alex. I think so, Axe, potentially, yeah. Not even bipolar, I think he's schizophrenic. Come on, Nico, lad. Start making moves, pal.
Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres. The weather's certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the inters for now.
Me too.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.3 seconds.
Correct, Ads, yes.
Okay, the rain should be ending shortly. Be ready for the grip to come back, but don't overheat the tyres. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Overheating issues in 24. Yes. And being on controller and having ABS on, I'd only have the same issues in 25. Well, I've not checked to see if you have the same issues in 25. I've just gotten into the habit of running surface temperatures only to nullify it as a potential issue. Plus, the AI don't suffer with tyre temp issues ever, so why would I put myself at a disadvantage? Summer boxing now. I think Ocon's just boxed for the Inter. Ocon is just boxed for the intermediate tyre. Now we are 3-4 laps away maybe from a dry track. So another... I mean, it's literally stopped raining and now he decides to put the intermediate tyre on. So we may end up with those that are still on the wets making the change to inters and then to dries, and we've saved 2 stops. Yellow flag back there, but I think it's just for slow moving traffic letting through cars that are lapping them.
If you think you can get
Yeah, they
past,
are.
make use of the overtake
Those that were on the
button and
wets
see what you can do.
and had decided not to stop earlier in the stint are now stopping once the rain has finished coming down off those wets to go to the intermediate tyre, when in a matter of minutes at most, a matter of single digit minutes at most, we will be back to dry tyre running. Ocon's trying to unlap himself here. Do not Verstappen me here, please, mate. Ocon is flying on those new inters, but he's not going to earn a full pit stop's worth of time, is he? It was pointless. He might as well have just stayed on the wets. To be fair,
The car behind
to be
starts
fair,
drop back. There's a gap
Leclerc,
between the 4.
Antonelli
Let's make the
and
most of it.
Senna have stayed on the wets. They haven't made that decision. So again, some are making the wrong decision, some are making the right decision. So it's, I don't know whether it's a bug or not. It's hard to tell. If it was a proper bug, everybody would make the same mistake. But not everybody's making the same mistake. So I don't know whether it's a bug or just coded indifference between team strategy to add a little bit of variety. But we will be running on a dry track and switching to medium tyres very soon.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
I remember that was Germany, wasn't it, Axe? Did a 360. Kept going and still won the race.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
He did the same in Hungary as well, didn't he? Did a 360 and still won the race. Leclerc is really slow now. But it's borderline dry again. They've done the right thing in staying on the wets, but they did the wrong thing in the first place of going to the wets, which is why we're 4th and not still 9th or 10th. But we'll take it. There's a lot of uncertainty as to what to do weather-wise.
About the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
As soon as we see people start to box, we will be in as well. But I'm not going to be the first to take the decision. I'm not going to be the first one to make the call. It's too much of a risk. I don't want to throw away what could be a really decent top 7 finish. I think once we go back to dry weather tyres, Hakkinen and Senna catch me. But I think we're significantly further ahead than the driver that's currently in 8th. So I've got no concerns whatsoever about finishing outside the top 7. It's just where in the top 7 we're going to finish.
Really dry enough yet to start thinking
We're really
about
not
slicks.
far
Let's
away.
Hold on to the inters for a little while longer.
We're really not... Oh my God, Charles. We're really not far away at all. He's just so fast in the straight line. I can't get round him at the minute. Ocon's still tucked up
Okay,
behind
you're
me as
losing
well.
A small amount of time to the car behind. Let's
Yeah,
keep
it's fine.
pushing.
It's because I'm stuck behind his bloody teammate, that's why. I mean, we might be at dry weather running now. It might be an idea to stop this lap.
Okay,
I might take the
radar is
risk.
Clear. Weather is looking good for now. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Still a couple of damp spots. Someone's in. Maybe I should have boxed this lap. Someone's in. Piss off, Esteban. They're in now. Oh, it's annoying. I was going to make the call this lap and then didn't. And I think I've made a mistake by not boxing.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
I shouldn't have done that round the corner. That's silly of me.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Wait, what? They are boxing, but it's just some more of the wet runners going to Inters. No one's actually put dry weather tyres on yet. I still don't know what's going on. Maybe then we don't box this lap for a set of dry medium tyres. Unless they're going to stop one lap for Inters and then the next lap for dries, which is a possibility. Maybe we didn't make the wrong decision. It looks like it's dry running though.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
I want to make the call. I really want to make the call. It looks dry. I'm gonna box.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Oh, and Charlie's in, but I bet he's going to the Inters though, isn't he? I bet he's going to go to the Inters. I think it's dry. Is he putting Inters on? He's putting Inters on. This might be the wrong thing to do. I said I didn't want to take the risk, and here I am, taking the risk.
There seems to have been a problem removing the right rear wheel. We need to try and put it behind us though, and let's finish this race strong.
I think it's dry.
The weather's turning. We think it's time to box now.
Wants me to go back
Got
to
that
Inters. I
confirmed.
think it's dry, lads. I think it's dry. It's dry. It's just dry. We've made the right call. Maybe even could have gone to softs. But it might not have last long enough. DRS enabled. It's dry. We've made the right call.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
If they all go to softs, though, I'm going to be in trouble. Because they will be so much faster than me on the medium tyre. So we have gained 2 pit stops on absolutely everybody. Or will have by the end of the race, by the time they all pit for dry tyres again. But still, nobody else is boxing for dry tyres. They're staying on their Inters.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.6 seconds.
It's dry, gentlemen. Box. In a straight line, they're still too quick for me with the Inters on, but in the corners, they are tenths of a second slower per corner. We could get a P4 here today. We could really genuinely get a P4 here. He's on worn intermediate tyres. Actually, new intermediate tyres. in a straight line on a dry track, and he has better traction than me. If ever you needed a sign that the AI's traction is too good, that's it. Everyone is now in for their dry tyres. This is where we now, they are going to mediums, not softs, which is great news. We are going to be running P4. Now, Antonelli and Russell have both stayed out in the Mercedes. I might be able to close in enough on Antonelli to take him by the end of this lap. We would then be scrapping... Well, let's be honest, Antonelli's probably just going to get me, isn't he? Although, they have boxed Russell first, and Antonelli might double stack. Should probably... Well, it's not even a double stack, they've got enough of a gap, but he may end up going for an extra lap, which again would be silly of the AI to do so. Russell has gone softs as well. Senna is probably going to go softs too. The gap to Hakkinen is 9 seconds. Antonelli is in the box. Gap to Hakkinen is rapidly coming down.
Piastri stopping now.
We've got loads of fuel left. Piastri's not stopping now. It's not Piastri. Antonelli's gone to the hard tyre. Oh my goodness. Nobody knows what to do at any point in this Grand Prix at all. Senna is now in the box too. Mediums, hards, softs. Why not put the wets on again, pal? We are past Antonelli. We're not past Antonelli. There he is. Me on the mediums, the Mercedes on the hards. Who's going to get the podium? Probably Mika Hakkinen, currently in 5th. Christ. The DRS off Antonelli could help us defend against Hakkinen, to be fair. We could manage the gap to Mika because of the DRS off the Mercedes, but I'm going to have to stay in his DRS to be able to utilise that advantage, obviously. And their lack of pace in this middle sector could be what helps keep me in touch, provided I can keep my battery levels up as well, because I'm going to need my battery down the straights. Still got Ocon right behind me. Oh, Antonelli's gone. Antonelli's gone. Or has he? This is where the battery is going to make a massive difference to keep me in that DRS range. Gap to Hakkinen has stayed the same, if not slightly grown this lap. I don't think I'm ever going to have the pace to take Antonelli, but we could stay with him, maybe, and get a P4.
Right, let's not stay behind this car for too long. We need to get past. Okay, no issues with tyre wear
Thank you for the follow, Sasha. Welcome to the channel.
for now. Keep taking care of them.
This is Austria in reverse, Benno, yeah. Hulkenberg put on mediums and is 14th currently. Russell put on softs. Stroll put on softs. Behrman on the hards. Antonelli on hards. Everyone else on mediums.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. You've lost some time to the car behind.
Concentration levels are quite high right now, as you might well imagine. Sorry for not speaking. Trying to manage the gap to Hakkinen and stay with Antonelli. Proving to be quite difficult at the minute.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
He's dropped me. My medium tyres have started to wear to the point where I can no longer deal with the pace of the Mercedes on the hards. He's on the better tyre. He's been in the faster car on paper the whole time, but it was our tyre offset and tyre compound difference that was keeping me in touch with him, as well as multiple DRS for multiple laps. Now that he's broken DRS, I can't live with it, and my tyres are wearing. The gap to Hakkinen is now the one that we're keeping an eye on over the next 6 laps as we cross the line. 6, 7, 8, 9, 70 and 71. 6 laps to go. 4.8 seconds the gap to Hakkinen behind. Will it be 4th or will it be 5th? Feels fine. Got loads of fuel.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Thank you, Rob, for the 40-second month, mate. As we come down the pit straight, 2 laps to go as we cross the line. Less than 2 seconds to Mika Häkkinen.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to
I'm
get
not,
us to the end of this race.
I'm not catching the car ahead. It's only because he's had to deal with 2 lapped cars that I've made any sort of inroads on that at all. 5 tenths a lap means he will be within DRS range of me by the end of this lap, factoring in the rest of this lap and the manner in which it disappears, that gap. Mika is going to be in my DRS on the final lap of this Grand Prix, I fear. Trying to save as much battery as I can so that I can try and defend. He's going to be in my DRS now before the end of the penultimate lap. 9 tenths the gap to Häkkinen. It's going to be elbows out time on the final lap here to try and hang on for a P4 against the very fast Finn. A ridiculously fast Finn. I think I'm already resigned to finishing 5th. Aren't you? Look at the pace difference. I'm going to have to go defensive, but
okay, mate, this is
nothing
the
I can
final
do.
lap of the race. Final lap.
He's so fast! He's so fast! Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix. Congratulations to Red Bull. Max has done 2 extra pit stops and nearly lapped me. No, I'm just not concentrating properly. 2 extra pit stops and nearly lapped me. That's how fast the Max Verstappen was here. And the pace of, I mean, Häkkinen has not only gapped me, he's got himself out of DRS range almost. He will have by the time we get towards the next corner. Because I just can't put the power down the same way that they can. Oh, well done, dickhead. Their traction in the, or their acceleration in the traction zones is a farce. Mika Häkkinen will finish a very comfortable 4th. Very comfortable 4th. His tyres are going to be very similar to mine, but he's just lapping more than a second a lap quicker. I don't care about the corner cut on the last corner of the entire Grand Prix. Bortoletto will follow him across the line. It's 5th place in Austria in a remarkable Grand Prix. If Austria forwards is anything like that as well, the next video is going to be really very much worth a watch too, isn't it? Charles Leclerc gets driver of the day as he finishes
And in the end, there was
6th. Was he right behind me? Was it Senna? Was Leclerc in front? I've no idea who finished anyway. I know it was Max first. It was Max, George, Antonelli, Mika, me, Senna. No, Leclerc 6th, Senna 7th in the end.
Exciting Formula 1 action very
Charles,
soon.
I did 2 less stops and still ended up a minute off Max Verstappen. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Everybody that's here live very much did so. We get quite a bit of money back from the allowed. Oh man, if I'd have finished 4th, maybe we'd have just made it into level 5. We'll have to wait another week at least. That was mental. Absolutely mental. We'll hope to be just as competitive-ish in the next Grand Prix, which is the same track, but forwards.
Both of our drivers to ensure that both are in a competitive car.
Still hoping for that fan rating increase. Oh, God, look, it's so close. It's so close. Come on. Rivalry's intensifying. We need just 7 more points, I believe, to guarantee winning that rivalry. I'm pretty sure it's 40 points. Oh, it's 42. It was, I'm sure it was 40 at one point. 42 points needed. Big jump there, as you can see, because of our 10 points at Austria. Research-wise, that's already in the works. We are very nearly fully maxed out on the aero side. And we're very nearly fully maxed out on the chassis side too. And I'm still a minute and 2 pit stops behind Max Verstappen. If we are ever to challenge for a world championship in this save, we are going to have to lower the difficulty. It is being worked on. There is supposedly a big fix coming for the scale at which you progress, because we're going to be maxed out halfway through Season 2. Whether that affects the scalability of those that are at the top end as well, I don't know. But we're going to have a fully maxed out car and be nowhere near those front-running teams. So we're going to max out the car, and then we'll probably have to lower the difficulty to stand any chance of winning a Constructors or Drivers' Championship. So it will still be competitive on a lower difficulty. It's just that we will be battling for podiums every week rather than the potential for top 5s or 6s, as the case would be at 104. Just going to have to adapt accordingly. There might be something available, there's facility improvements available, but I'm not going to improve these facilities now because we, of course, want to ensure that we can get to phase 3. And the only way I can get to phase 3 is by recruiting, not by developing. So we're going to look to recruit. 30 million is what Carlos Sainz is going to want contract-wise, with 51 million available. Bloody Nora. That is a large amount of money. We're looking at Alex Albon as well, who currently is on 18.95 million. We've got a meeting available, actually, with Albon. So, can I go? I'll go to the meeting. We'll find out exactly what Alex Albon wants. Hopefully his perception of us is in the positive, as it is with Carlos Sainz. We're going to need a lot of money. 70% chance of Alex Albon saying yes at the moment. That hopefully will improve as we improve our fan rating. We're very nearly level 5, of course. He wants level 6, but we're very nearly level 5. And yes, now Alex Albon has a smiley face in terms of his perception of us. So we can't afford them both. No, rephrase. We can afford them both at the minute, but I'm going to have to not spend any more money in the short term. But I've got nothing to spend any money on in the short term at the moment. This could be another facility upgrade. We're still not able to get phase 3 here, so I'm not going to upgrade anything because we need to recruit first. I think there's going to be a bit of a gap between Austria and the next round of the championship. Let me just have a look at component management. We'll leave Martin where he is with these newer parts, because next time out we're going to race as Hulkenberg. Nico's obviously underperformed, to be fair, in comparison to what Martin was doing when we were racing as Nico. So I'm going to leave Martin as my AI-controlled driver, and I'm going to race as Nico Hulkenberg in the next Grand Prix, which is, of course, Austria forwards. Tyre allocation-wise, I would be tempted to go harder based on the evidence of that Grand Prix. Tyre wear was very high. The hard tyre lasted very well. The mediums did not, but we probably could go hard, medium, medium. I'll stay on balanced. Because I'm going to switch drivers, though, I fear there might be a bit of a bug that it will give me a harder tyre allocation here as we approach the Austrian Grand Prix. I believe that bug is still in effect. We encountered it as we switched from Hulkenberg to Martin, so we may well get the harder tyre allocation here, unfortunately, as a result of a bug. Not sure. Skip that. It's fully dry, at least, for the Grand Prix weekend, which is fantastic. Exactly what we needed, a fully dry weekend. Welcome aboard. Yeah, that's a very old message. I don't know what tyre compound set it will have given me, but I think I'm going for, well, I'd like to have the balance, but I think it might bug and give me the hard. Regardless, it's fully dry, so we will need all of the tyre sets available to us in a dry setting. But that is all for this episode, which has been absolutely chaotic, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Drop the video a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more, and I shall see you in the next one. It might be tomorrow. It's more than likely going to be Saturday. I'll see you then. My God, chat. My God. Right, let's save that. F1, S2, was that round 10? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Round 10. Austria reverse. Let me upload that for Chris, the editor. I can delete those because Canada is now uploaded onto the YouTube channel. We do need to go and get a thumbnail for that race, which we can do now. Let's go and do that. You got dry, wet, dry, do you, Daniel? I believe it did, Valor. We just got a lot of money from sponsorships. What's my unread message? Yeah, the bonuses, because the bonuses came in, it was hard to keep track of what the financial situation actually did. We should be able to see it though, actually. Annoyingly, I'm now at a Grand Prix weekend. You should be able to check it in the menus because you can see your finances, can't you? And your history of total balance and your competitiveness or journey towards the spending cap. Thank you for the bits, Danny. I was aware of that actually, yeah. I haven't seen anything really thumbnail worthy yet. Could be. Through there on the apex. I think I'm happy with the other one, to be honest. Right, let me close that. Open the window, turn the AC on. Oh, and off, apparently. Same. What? Let's make that thumbnail quickly. And then we can briefly switch to FC. What I want to do is put an R in here. Let me change the flag first. the background image, and then we'll deal with that art. Should work quite well with the Austria flag, actually. Black players. Thank you all. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse. Does black stand up better? Then maybe I could put a drop shadow on it actually. That might make it stand out a little bit better. Ooh. Not like fucking that. Quickly, we've got half an hour or so to make some tweaks to the Southampton save. We're going to deal with the free agents first. Yeah, our battle in the Championship is with the Williams, isn't it? Which is why we're using them for thumbnails quite so regularly, and we're battling with them on track more so than anyone else at the minute too. Now, where are we going to send the free agents, chat? That's what we need to know as well. I think this is broken. Excellent. Close. Try again. Morning, Cole. Oh, it's your sub run out. Bear with. 12th? Oh no. Morning, Mike. Recipient is ineligible to receive a gifted sub at this time. Don't say I didn't try, Cole. I'm trying, it won't let me. I don't know why. That's weird. Why are you ineligible to receive a gifted sub? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, David. Nice try. Right, load, please. Thank you. Right, is everyone 75 plus, right? We need to adjust. And where are we moving them? Do I just random team it? I'll just random team it. That'll make it more intriguing, won't it? So, Afif, Masmoud Ahmed, you go down to 65 and up. Oh well. $65 and up, I think, is a bit much. But we'll do 75 and up. Oh, typo. Roberto Alvarado. Maybe not mine. So that's why I don't have him. Luis Chavez. Minnesota. I don't mind that one. Mexican to MLS makes sense. Memphis. I was just going to say, give me a Saudi team, and it did. Al-Shabaab. That's worked out well. Ed Milson Jr. Your next set. Bohemians. In Ireland. Lol. Tony Frook. Escape Rapid Vienna for a Croatian, I like that too. Jesus Gallardo. Maybe not Oxford. I'll fire. Heavy Mazzano, bloody hell. That is a blast from the past, isn't it? El Chucky! He's still only 28. That's mental. Chucky Lozano used to be really highly rated, didn't he? Or high potential, at least. Yes, Axe, basically, in short, as Ad says. Luis Malagon. is fine by me. Marcel Ruiz. Marcelk, apparently. Marcel Ruiz. Auckland, why not? Enjoy life down under, Mr. Ruiz. Is that everyone? Oh no, Alexis Vega. Alexis. Forest, no. Feyenoord, no. FC Winter. Sure. No idea who the fuck they are. Ziyech is a free agent, lol. Is Ziyech... Have any of these players gone anywhere in real life? By the way. Or are they free agents IRL too? If you know of any of these players actually being somewhere in real life, then do let me know. Ziyech is currently without a club. Ziyech genuinely is without a club. It's all taken to LAFC. Alexis Vega. Vega currently plays for Toluca in Mexico, but Liga MX isn't in the game, is it? I don't need to type there, do you? You're doing it here, just Irving Lozano. Chucky currently plays for San Diego FC, so let's actually change him to San Diego. Oh, is San Diego Wave? Is that not the women's team? Yeah, San Diego Wave is the women's team. So Lozano will leave at Philly. Yeah, we'll leave all those as is. Right, so let me go out, go in again, and now hopefully they won't be there, and they're not. Excelente! Which is definitely a word. I don't know whether Isak to Liverpool is possible. Time will tell. But it seems likely. If Liverpool stump up enough cash, even though Newcastle are adamant he's not for sale, there will be a figure they can't say no to. Yeah, 120 mil is the figure that's been bandied around on socials. I mean, in the pictures, that looks really good for Le Brie, doesn't it? That genuinely looks quite like Le Brie. All good, thank you, Bilal. How are you, mate? Yeah, Sunderland trying to get Granit Xhaka, apparently. So, that's the free agents done. So I can take that off the whiteboard. Now it's transfers and Patreon players that's left. Now, we have an appointment to go to in the not too distant future, so I'm probably going to call this part of the stream here. And then we'll probably be live again later today to start doing some transfers. As in actual replicating real life transfers. So, thank you for watching this morning. I appreciate it. I don't believe you can create library but not start the save. No, Daniel. You can only create a managerial character when you start a save. But, that's going to be all for me for now. I should be live later on today as well. I'll obviously let you know via Twitter if anything is changing. But it is my aim to go live again later today. Hopefully somewhere between 4 and past. But I'll keep you up to date with anything that happens on socials. If I basically presume that I am going live again a little later, unless you hear from me on Twitter, in which case I'll let you know that I'm not. But the plan is to stream again later this afternoon and we'll start doing transfers for this save. So I'll send you on a raid for now, so stick with just for a second. We can send you on to someone else who's currently live doing something somewhere. Jamie's live at the minute. Can we send you, actually, let's send you to Benny. We're not sending you to Benny in a long time. I'm going to send you guys over to Benny, who's currently streaming some Warzone, doing a top 250 ranked challenge, or grind at least, trying to get himself into top 250 ranked. So head on over and join Benny for the rest of this afternoon at the moment, and then I will be live a little bit later on today with some more FC. So I'll see you then.